I am back. As I was saying, DC when they relaunched it, the new 52 relaunch was well, I guess it's a couple years. That was probably like what, 5, 6 years ago now. They were in a similar position with like Marvel in that they kind of flooded the market with a bunch of titles, and that period of time they had a boost for a while, but then that went down, and Marvel kind of relaunches a little bit, and they kind of didn't like DC kind of did like their complete, almost complete redo of the universe. Marvel didn't. They just kind of said we're focusing on different stuff and changing artists and creative teams. But then later on, years later, like the last Marvel reboot, they actually after last year, 2 years or so ago, 3 years, they restarted their universe again, and DC was going on. Now that's also another issue. I think maybe restarting probably gave some people a reason to jump ship, and and like really, yeah, there's a danger of restarting. Or even it wasn't a complete restart. It was like a some things are the same, but what are they? Who knows? And that's kind of what DC did too. But you know, but like, yeah, but that could be another issue. More than hey, everybody cares about women and minorities. But so that's pretty much it. I think there's more factors than women and minority characters. Now, looking at Cell, as I said, the top 10, there was no main Marvel book. The only Marvel books, that's in February. I think the month before, I think Spider Man made it or something. Back into, if you look further down, top, you don't get anything until like number 13 when finally you get Spider Man, the white version, it's the Amazing Spider Man. In the top 20, that's number 13, and then the Inhumans versus X Men is number 16, and it's like supposed to be their big event, and it's not even in the top 10, not even in the top 15, just made the top 20. But and oh yeah, there's an Ivy book number 4 that issued, and also number 20 is the fifth issue of Inhumans versus X Men, IVX, right? And so yeah, and then that's pretty much. You have Clone's Conspiracy, was a Spider-Man book, and that's number 24. But yeah, but most of that, besides that, is mostly DC Comics right now, and an Image book with Walking Dead. I don't know. That's interesting. But oh, Thor. Wait, hold up. Currently, Thor is Elektra. First issue, number 30. Number 21 is Unworthy Thor, so that's the original Thor. Or 28, sorry, is. But then in the top 50, I think it was number 31. No, wait. Number 28. No, sorry. Number 41, My Thor, which is a woman character. They have replaced Thor. There's a female Thor right now. I don't know. Looking at the sales, it's really clear. Like, I guess the minority characters aren't. Oh, that's another thing. Black Panther, number 59, outside the X Men, which is number 60. But right now, Black Panther is popular, which is something I don't think I've made a video about this. It's something I was thinking about making a video, but like, Black Panther is like, apparently, I've never seen a black character where they decide to make spin-off titles from the character. Like, usually get like right now, Black Panther has the Black Panther. Then there's another book called World of Wakanda, which I should make. Speaking of women and minority, leadership. There's also some people talking about maybe Marvel needs to focus on also not just having women and minority characters, but making sure the creative team or the people in the executive office, which is a VP spot that might need to be refilled now, are women and or minorities. VP position. But right, and what I was saying with the word Wakanda, background spin off. It was the first book title, Marvel title, to be written by a black woman. Marvel has been around. What? I don't know exactly remember what year it started. 1940s, 1930s, maybe. I'm not sure what year timely began because they started. They had a different name before they were Marvel Comics. I think there's some books that had 75-year anniversary, but then they would have been longer than that. They've been around for a long time. And 2016. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, because it's when it started last year. The title, World Wakanda, was the first year a black woman wrote for them. Maybe Georgia, the kind of environment where you have a VP that would think, hey, okay to blame women and minority characters. You probably don't see that many of them in your office, in your life. I don't really know the guy, so I shouldn't say that, but yeah. But anyway, I was saying, like, it's a character. I'm used to characters that you have spin-off titles. Usually been like white character, white guy. You have spin-offs of Batman. You have different Batman books and Batman family books. You have the Batman. You have a Robin has his own title. Batgirl, Batwoman. Nightwing. Stuff like that. Spider-Man. Bunch of Spider-Man books. Amazing Spectacular Spider-Man. Spider-Man just playing Spider-Man. You now have, Miles Morales. You have Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, Silk, etc., etc. Superman, spin-off books. You have a couple of Superman books. Superman, Adventure Superman, Action Comics, but then you get Supergirl. Now they have a Superwoman, etc., etc. That's what we're kind of used to. And maybe sometimes the spin-off book, like I mentioned, there are a few women characters like Supergirl and Batgirl, and also you get minority characters every once in a while. You get Steel for a Superman spin-off, or Batwing, Batman spin-off character, something Falcon from Captain America. But anyway, but yeah, I think that's also interesting, which is kind of related, but not quite the point. But then I guess that's what should be the other issue. I think a lot of comic book fans, and as I said, there's always the myth of comic fans not really wanting to read minority women characters. I think a lot of it is a lot of comic fans stay with what they know. You grew up with something, and that's the version people usually like. And the problem is, for a long time, comics didn't have a lot of minority characters or women characters, or they were kind of psychics and background characters, which it can be a foot in the door for some reason, but they weren't really the main characters, and a lot of people don't care about new characters, period. So if you're trying to bring out new characters, I don't care what race or gender they are, a lot of fans aren't going to gravitate to them. They're probably going to go, people are going to gravitate to some characters. But a lot of people go to what they know. So a lot of the newer minority and women characters, people might not pick it up. You might not pick up a Silk. Which is like a Spider-Man spin-off character. Because Well, they might be Spider-Man because they grew up with Spider-Man, but they might not venture off into something. Now, sometimes you have the benefit of a spin-off character is that sometimes people do spin off, read it. And that's a spin-off character. Like, there's also some characters that aren't spin-off characters. Like, there was a book character they recently introduced called Mosaic. Well, I guess so he gets into that world, but he's not really a spin-off character. He was like a brand new character, his own first issue. That was like the first time he appeared. I don't think that sales went too well. I'm not sure if it sells. They did okay. I read the book. It was, but it might not catch because it's a new character. Then you have characters that are spin-off characters, like maybe that might be iffy. Someone might have read, like Captain America, and they like Falcon, right? So they might follow Falcon in his own book, which I think is part of the case. I think Captain America, as Sam Wilson, like the former Falcon, is I heard the blues. Black Panther's a character. He's been off of Fantastic Four, but he's been around for a long time, and here's a benefit. Like he's a character. Like he had his own book in the '70s. There was like, if you didn't know, a period where there was a few black lead characters like Black Panther, Luke Cage. He's an old character. Didn't really see him that much in the top sales, but probably was okay because people are used to him. What's the same? People don't like anything new, which is another issue, and which is a benefit for DC's having because most of their books are targeting old characters. There's a few new characters, like I said, the new Superman, but there's also they still have the old Superman too. There's like multiple Superman, like as I mentioned, like the relaunch they had, like the 52 year launch, they relaunched with the new Superman, new character. That character, I don't know, I should spoil that, but they brought back the Superman from the old universe, and so that. Then you also have the Asian Superman. And I guess that's also another interesting thing. People read what they know, but sometimes people stick with characters like. We've been to periods of time where people have a new version. There's been other Captain Americas. There was like a period of time when Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier, was Captain America. Batman was like replaced before for a little bit. Well, actually twice. He was back in the '90s. What was the character's name? Azrael, and then a little bit more recently, a couple years ago. No more than a couple years ago. It was like the New 52, before New 52, but Nightwing, the first Robin, Dick Grayson, plays Batman for a little bit, but Rob Hans figured they'll return, and I think that's what they're doing now in like Marvel and DC with Superman. Is some of the minor characters they're taking over names of the other characters, like Captain Marvel is a woman character, and originally, like in the '70s, a white character. Of course, me being I guess kid in the '80s, I prefer to think of Captain Marvel, at least Marvel's Captain Marvel, as a black woman because that was what I read when I was a kid. Kind of going back to what I'm saying, people like what they liked back in the day. Monica Rambeau for me is Captain Marvel. Sorry, yep. But anyway, I think that's also another factor. But I guess they were trying to do that because, like, but I think it's cool to have some characters. But so I guess maybe it might be interesting when you're a lot of, I shouldn't say really say most of the time, but a lot of times that's what they're doing right now. And maybe the Breeze getting a backlash with that. Maybe it was like here and there. People say, oh, that'd be interesting. We don't know what's going to happen. But I don't know. As I was saying, there's a lot more factors to this than just saying, oh, minority and women characters aren't doing as well because people don't want to read them. When if you look at their sales, they aren't as well as they've been in the past. At least they're not in the top 10. And that's another thing. I don't know if I'm just say sales aren't doing as well. Is that they're not in the top 10, right? Well, that could be another factor. I mean, I guess I need to look at top 10 sales by unit every year. Because they can be doing okay. And apparently, I know, looking at the chart, sales-wise, they've been doing comic book industry as a whole has been doing better than it has been doing since like 15 years, pretty much. At least they're going by in 5 years. This is X% better than that. 10 years, 15. The overall sales have been higher, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe top 10. I mean, not just the top 10, but overall maybe Marvel's doing pretty well as well, but it's just not in the top 10. That is also another issue. There's always in the comic industry a thing where it's Marvel versus DC, and like there's always people who are like, "Oh, we're better because we're on top." Sales, even when the industry was going down and sales were horrible, people were like, we're the number one selling." In comic book industry, like, yeah, but the industry is doing poorly, and right now sales have actually run up, and they're better than 15 years ago. And hey, we can, as much as Marvel is blaming their poor sales, maybe they should look at the numbers and maybe they can also say, hey, we are bringing new people in. People are buying comics more. But I have to look into that. But I'll do another video. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was just going through. Yeah, it's not necessarily. Oh, okay. There are going to be fans that don't want to read minority or women characters. Let's be real. I'll be honest with you. There are the fans, like I mentioned, that people want what they want. Been reading all this time. Of course, and I think what I found, what I was thinking before, their vice president guy, I thought was a nice move is, well, not all their books, but some of the books they seem to have addressed it. Like there's 2 Captain Americas right now. So if you're not one of those people that want to see a black Captain America, fine, you still have white Captain America. Now, it might work. There's a storyline that I know a lot of fans don't like going on with the white Captain America, and maybe that's another issue though. Right? Right now, there's 2 Spider-Man books. You have the original Peter Parker, and you have Miles Morales, who is half black and half Puerto Rican. Get your pick. You can get both. Maybe you just like Peter. Maybe you like Miles Morales, etc., etc. I thought that was a good move. But then maybe there's some people that I want to read Captain America, but I don't want to read a black Captain America. But if I don't read that, my collection won't be complete. Well, hey, either keep your collection complete or stay being a racist. Something. Yeah, okay. And not read it. Whatever. Sorry. But yeah. There's gonna be people like that. But at the same time, and Marvel did get news, like, and they've been having that kind of pushing minority characters for a few years, or bringing more and more, and that has brought them news, which has brought them exposure, which might bring people in to read characters. I mean, as a comic fan, I can't really say I'm a new, person, so it doesn't count for me, I don't think. But yeah. Oh, this is the rant, I guess. I had notes. What else was I going to? But yeah, that might be an issue, as I say. I thought it was a good idea to do multiple characters, and while there might not be some fans that won't pick up characters because they don't want to see a woman lead or something, or a non-white lead, there are fans that you are bringing in. I think I saw something like 40% of Marvel's readership, they said did a statistic, and it was 40% of women. I don't remember saying anything about breaking down about race or anything like that. But, so you have people, and I'm sure, like, some women readers, they like male lead characters, but they also female lead characters. I know as a comic book fan, I read books with white lead characters, but I also, as an African American, I like to see black characters. I read women characters. I'm not, like, and other minorities. America Perez. That's a cool book you should check out. They started. Not America Perez. That's what was her? Was her last name pronounced the character? But Miss America, who's America Chavez. I think that's the name of the character, her real name. But it's America something. That's a cool book. Well, the book is just America. Miss America. I think it's just America. I think the character's name is Miss America. But yeah, recent book from Marvel. When I was like listening to other videos, some cool minority books that they have. That one started last month, I think. Yeah, it's a new book. I got the first issue. I haven't read the second issue yet, but pretty good book. I like the first issue. I should say that, since I said I haven't read the second issue yet, but I was enjoying the first one. Looks like it's on a good path. But yeah. But I was saying back, you could bring in other people. I know. Black Panther was really like the letters. Like there's a lot of people, and this is also a thing about bringing in. Maybe we should have more minority and women creators and executives. Black Panther, as well, is I'm trying to guess his name. I mean, it was a name. How make sure not pronounce it. Ta-Nehisi Coates. I hope I pronounced his name right. If I did, I'm sorry. If I didn't, I'm sorry. If I did, yes. But he's a writer. He writes books and he writes for, I think, The Atlantic. There are people who are fans of his writing who went on to check out the Black Panther because he's writing that book. So there are a minority character and a minority writer. He's black. Who had a name for himself outside. That's another issue. And he brought in his fan base. And he brought people who might not have been reading a Marvel comic or a comic book period. And you have some people who, like, oh, a black character. Yeah, cool. And I brought in that different, fan base. So they are reaching. I think they are reaching people. It might just not be as many as I thought they would get. But hey, let's see, Black Panther right now, he has a movie coming out. And there might be a bump. And if you're marketing yourself, right, you might be able to push it. And people who might not read comics are like, oh, cool, Black Panther. Yeah. I'm just rambling right here, but I guess I think I'm repeating myself a couple of times. I was saying the blame isn't necessarily that people don't care about minority characters or women characters. Although there are some. Well, usually Marvel has a bunch of books. I don't know how many titles they put out every month, usually like 30 or something. You can mix it up. You have books that are just for the I don't want to read anything that's not what I grew up reading crowd, and you can venture out with other books, which I seem like we guys are doing, and see how things go. And just as, hey, no one's reading the new Avengers that we're putting out. Maybe we oversaturate the market. Or, hey, that spin-off book with Slapstick, a white character that didn't sell well. We're canceling that. Nobody's going to say, hey, white characters don't sell. And then you might have, I don't know, think Hellcat, female character, but I think I saw something that's getting canceled. Like, because that book doesn't mean like, oh, well, people don't want to see women as leads. That's B. If you're going to say, hey, no one cares about white men as lead when they cancel a white book, if you don't say that, then you shouldn't necessarily say nobody cares about women. Maybe it's just like, the character didn't sell as well as we thought. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. But I don't know why there's a reason to feel to say, hey, sales aren't doing well with. I saw another thing I always thought was interesting. Like minority and minority characters, or both sometimes. Usually when I see women characters, usually a white. I'll be honest with you. So Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Now that we do have a few more, like Miss Marvel and America, that's changing. We have minority and women. Um, yeah, minority and women characters who are in their own title. Still having one for a little while, but what was I saying? Just completely lost my thought. Oh, there's always like white characters that like when people say, like I mentioned, people saying like people don't care about minority women characters. Maybe they're not always at the top, but they might be like in the middle. And you can also have like white characters that are in the middle, not at the top, but somewhere they're doing okay, and people aren't going to go, oh, nobody cares about nobody cares about white characters. Because look at that guy, he's medium character Nova. He's not the top selling character. He's just somewhere in the middle, somewhere or something. And you have characters like that. They are every once in a while they get there. They say, oh yeah, they got their fan base, and they do medium well. They do okay, and then they do all right for a couple of years, and cancel the book. You get like 5 or something years, and then they end the title, and then it's like okay, the character's gone, and they give them another book. It's like hey, these guys fan base, and then give them a book. But with like women and minor characters, they're still in that same area. A lot of them. A lot of people say, oh yeah, they don't sell. So it's also perspective. Was I guess what I should say with that, because at the moment, Marvel was white male characters as well. So that's also perspective. Like the VIP. So anyway, my suggestion to Marvel is not to say, oh, minority and women or both comic book characters, if you are looking for their leads. Maybe the problem, as I mentioned, it's across the board. Might want to look at your pricing. Might want to change it down to a little bit. Maybe go and follow DC. Go for that $2.99. Maybe $3.99 for the little special books or something. Yeah. Maybe, as I say, bring in more people of different views into your company. Not just as creators, the writers, the artists, but maybe executive board. There's a VP spot that might need to be filled. Oh, that's his. Yeah, that's his. Might look into that one, Marvel. Refocus. Look into marketing yourself. Outside of it, this is some part kind of leaders. Yeah, they've always been interstellar, but yeah, try to market yourself a little bit more. Push your titles out. Trades in digital. Try to get people in the comic shop, but that's comic shops is a factor on their own. It's hard to say push them to comic where they might not be as because I've heard some stories about not all comic shops are friendly to women and some others. I don't know. This is something I've heard people online talking about. I find it interesting. I never really had that much of a problem or anything. But I think a lot of the comic shops I've gone to, I think for the most part have been not necessarily. I don't think they cater to women in minority. They don't try to exclude people. They try to make it an environment where it's inclusive to people. But I've heard that's not always the case. But I think I've just been lucky. At the very least, they have people under women staff members, and to make sure they're not like the horror stories I hear some people talk about online. But that's another issue. But yeah, I was just saying. But you got the digital, and you have the trade paperback people can get pretty much anywhere they can get in the comic shops. Get them on Amazon, stuff like that. Push for that and bring in new readers. But yeah, it's a long video. Goodbye. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, all that stuff down there. If you're already subscribed, I guess now Facebook has this notification thing, like a bell should be there. So if you want to ring my bell, ring my bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling, go ahead, and you get notified about my videos. I do them sporadically. Maybe we should try to get to a more closer schedule. I'll probably do this video in 2 parts instead. This is probably gonna be, I don't know, should I, yeah, I'll break it in 2. Second part. Because of the other video. So you already see that. But like and subscribe if you want to hear my rambling. I do stuff like have a viewer talk about what I find interesting. News, some ASMR, comic reviews of myself performing. But whatever. Well, I'm gone now. I'm rambling too much. So